It's your boy Noah Cavanaugh here. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. Take it to 1,300 followers.
That's going to be the intro.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time watching today, my name is Noah Cavanaugh. I'm a professional soccer player down in Perth, Australia. It is really great to have you guys here. So excited to share another day in the life video for you guys. This is Wednesday now of sort of the week in the life series. It is currently about 6:45 in the morning, which again is a little bit later for me usually, but because Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I don't have a one-on-one technical session. I can come in. Usually I would go into the facility a little bit earlier, but today I have a phone call actually with a mentor and a coach of mine who's helping me with some personal branding stuff. So super exciting stuff coming. Hopefully we'll be able to explain a little bit more later in this video. But today will be sprints, mobility, lots of work in the middle of the day. I'm gonna talk a little bit about balancing training on the off season plus life and love, pursuit of happiness, everything outside of football. And then tonight I'll have training again down at my new team and hopefully be putting pen to paper. So without further ado, guys, let's hop into it. Okay, so because this week has been super warm, it's getting into the 90s, like mid to high 90s in Fahrenheit. I think that's somewhere around 40 degrees in Celsius. I'll have to do the conversion like on the screen somewhere. But that just means that I need to be hydrating extra. So this is actually electrolytes and a little bit of caffeine in the morning. I'm gonna finish this entire liter before I get into any sort of food. This morning, because I'm doing my sprints a little bit later, I will be having maybe like a piece of toast with some butter or something on it. That's just gonna get really quick carbs, fast release stuff so that I can be prepared for those sprints later. It is time for the phone call. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, that was a fantastic one, by the way. I love that, the map. That's so cool. Definitely. In fact, as of tonight, I should be putting pen to paper, so there may be an added logo for that like row of logos for teams. Yeah. Totally. I mean, I'd love to have the shop up in the next week or so. I mean, that would be my goal, but I think for now, yeah, this gives a little teaser. All right, guys, so it is actually now 9 o'clock. I've just been doing work responding to LinkedIn messages, to Facebook messages, Instagram messages, comments on the YouTube page, all that stuff. So now it's time to grab a piece of toast with a little bit of butter on it. That's all I'm gonna eat before the sprints, and then I'll head up to the facility and I'll get some really good shots of the sprint workout that I'm doing. I think I'm gonna go 85 meters, sets of 8 reps with, I believe it's 15 seconds I get 15 seconds to run 85 meters, 15 seconds rest, and then I got to do it again. Sets of 8 of those, and I'll do 3 sets of 8. So it's quite a lot of volume, but it's a great way to start kickstarting that fitness and getting into gear. So, all right, I'm gonna get some drone shots in just a sec for you guys in this transition. It's gonna be sick. Stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys up at the field for some sprint work. Here we go. All right, guys, out at the field here, I've got all my stuff with me, the drone and etc. I'm going to actually have the drone follow me during these sprint sessions, so I'm gonna get a super quick warm up in. Actually, it's not gonna be super quick. It'll probably be a little bit longer than that just because I wanna make sure that I get all my muscles moving and limber, as I like to say, before the session, because I'm feeling a bit sore after the triple days the past couple days. So gonna get that warm up in, and then we got sprints 3 sets of 8 reps, 15 seconds on, 85 meters, 15 seconds off, and I actually have one of those like rollout measurement tools that I'll be using for the measurement. So it'll be like exactly 85 meters. So let's hop into it. All right, 1 set down, 2 to go. Woo! That is lots of fun. Put in that work. All right, guys, that is 3rd set done. Holy heck. Whew. Yeah, so heart rate's sitting at like 170 right now. Having trouble holding this camera up. It sucks, absolutely sucks. It sucks, but it's necessary and it's what's gonna cause success this season. So, gotta put in the work on the off season. Holy hell. Gonna go down, get the cones over there, 85 meters away. And then I will see you guys back at the facility. I'm gonna cool down and stretch. Really, really important after a workout like this, especially for your hips and lower back and your hip flexors. So do that stuff and I'll see you guys in a sec. Guys, one thing to consider when doing sprints is obviously making sure you're warming up and cooling down, but also make sure that you're doing it on days and you're not overloading yourself. So because today I'm not doing a lift, I'm happy doing a little extra volume when doing the sprint stuff. But if I'm gonna do sprints at training tonight and I'm gonna be doing a lift today, I may not do running during that day. So it's always about balancing where your training is at with the types of things that you're doing with your team, because at the end of the day, the team stuff always comes first. All right, hopefully that's not too loud. So just got back to the facility. As you can hear in the background, there's some people playing. There you go. Yeah, so always surrounding myself with people who are working super hard and getting after it in the gym, either up there or on the soccer pitch, which is super cool. Something that I wanted to bring up really quick that I think has been fantastic is actually engaging more in not only the comment section, but on my Instagram, doing Q&As. It's been so fun answering your guys' questions. So definitely DM me. I'll be putting up more Q&A stuff on my Instagram stories so you guys can engage there and we can have some more conversations about what it is to be a footballer and all that stuff. All right, guys, per usual in all of my videos, always get some mobility work done. This one's really great for the hip flexor and the quad, as my quad's up on that block. The next one we're gonna do is a calf and a soleus stretch, followed by some groin work, and then obviously hamstrings and some other pieces here and there. It's really important to get the hips mobile, really important to get that hamstring posterior chain complex mobile, and as well as that the hip flexor as well. Those are definitely areas that really help when they're mobile and they're flexible. It helps reduce injury and all the above. All right, guys, so right now I am actually in the process of setting up my website, which I'm so excited for. It's going to be linked in the description below. It is noahcavanaugh.com. I am so pumped for this. It's going to be take this engagement and this conversation that you and I are having on YouTube and take it to a much more personal level, obviously through email and stuff, and then you guys can get a sense of who I am as a person outside of football, and lots of information will be on that website, including links to Instagram and YouTube and all that stuff. So very excited for that. So that is what's been taking up the majority of my day. It is now almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I have been on the phone with people back in the US who are helping me set up this website, and it's just been an absolute chaotic day. So thank you for your patience. I know I've showed you a little bit of the recovery and a little bit of that sprint workout, but the majority of today has been very admin-y. So just, yeah, I'm just smiling ear to ear because I'm so excited about this. And yeah, we'll go from there. All right, guys, back at the house. I'm gonna get some lunch because I am absolutely starving. I think if, ooh, that was loud, sorry. I think I'm gonna have kind of like a scramble on toast. That's what I have right now. Hopefully get to the store tomorrow at some point, so I'll do that as well. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be listening to a book on Audible, which I've been using quite a bit recently. I think it's a super great resource if you wanna read more, but don't have time to actually physically read unless you're in bed or something. But usually I'm sleeping when I'm in bed and I'm working or working out 24/7. So I really don't have time outside of when I'm in the car, and I tend to drive a lot, especially for training and stuff. Also, it has been confirmed that I will be signing a contract tonight. So I am really excited about that. I didn't realize this was gonna be like signing day, but yeah, it is signing day. And so you guys get a little extra candy at the end of the video. So definitely stay tuned for that one. I'm very excited for it. All right, guys, I will see you in a bit. Gonna cook some lunch, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, something fun about me that I hope you guys can hear behind the bacon grease going. Little fun thing that I'm gonna throw on my scramble today. Something that I absolutely live by is sort of recently understanding the worth of and the value of time, and the time that you spend kind of in that middle period where you're cooking or you're you're driving, you're doing all sorts of stuff. And this goes a lot into the work balance life that I want to talk about today, because I think it's really important to understand how you balance your football, how you balance your family, your love life, if you have one, everything like that, to make sure that you're maximizing your impact and maximizing your success in your life. And so right now I'm listening to entrepreneurship and business podcasts with Gary Vee and Scooter Braun and a couple other random people, just going through YouTube, pressing play after play after play, just trying to absorb as much information. And that's not to say anything about me and, oh, look how good I am, because that's not the point of this. The point of this is just to say, when you have these moments where you're really not doing much, it's really, really important to make the most out of it. Learn, absorb information. Maybe it's listening to a soccer podcast like the Become Elite podcast or something like that. But just always be constantly learning, because there's so much information out in the world that's free, and you can gain so much from it. And that I attribute a lot of my success, especially on YouTube and in soccer, from watching free things or listening to free podcasts or whatever. So always, always, always make sure you're doing that.
What a absolutely perfect representation of work-life balance. As we were talking about earlier today, just had a 2-hour-long conversation with Alana, one of my housemates who you met in the last video, or 2 videos ago now, just about life and love and the pursuit of happiness, which I really, really enjoyed. So off to training. Here we go. Off to training and then on to signing. So very excited to announce the new team that I'll be signing for, guys. It's very exciting. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys in just a bit. You want to say anything? You want to say anything? No. See you, bro. Go give himself a shout out for Spotify. Yeah? Spotify shout out? This cat's a music.
You know what I'm saying? We out here signing contracts and shit.
Oh my god.
How's your house?
Yeah, is that good? It's right, yeah. And do your hands in front of you. Thank you. My face is so worth it.
Yeah, work that camera.
All right, guys, just walking out of the stadium now. Very excited about the contract with Rockingham City FC. Officially announced I am signing with them in the National Premier League, in the NPL, which is the 2nd division of Australia. Very excited for that. And yeah, just stoked for a great season coming up in 2021. We have a break. We've got a cup game on the weekend on Sunday. It's Wednesday right now. So we got a cup game, and then we have 2 weeks off for the Christmas holiday with the New Year. And then after that, that's it. So leaving the stadium complex right now. Very excited, guys. As always, be awesome. Every day we're improving. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.